back to Let's Play Half-Life 2. Last time we moved our... Half-Life 1, sorry. Last time we were moving throughout the hospital, and this part we're still doing that. Oh, hey, that's a new face. I don't think we've seen a poison zombie all of Half-Life 2 Episode 1, which is a good thing. But there's one there. Did he die already, you dumb poison zombie? Well, unfortunately, now we gotta deal with his babies. Gotta deal with his babies. These little poison head crab babies. It's not gonna be fun. But yeah, we're actually almost done with Half-Life 2 Episode 1. Oh shit.
After you.
Yeah, so Alex isn't gonna be able to help us. But remember that electrical water puzzle back at Nova Prospect? Yeah, for some reason, they brought something like that back here. I don't know why they did, considering that was probably my least favorite puzzle in that game. This one isn't as annoying, but it's still not fun, to say the least. And part of it is because, for some reason, Gordon appears to have gotten weaker between Half-Life 2 and Episode 1. Okay, kill these barnacles, because otherwise they're not going to get up there. There's really no objects to feed them in the immediate vicinity. Luckily, that kills those ones. Oh, get off me. And I quick save the second I've killed a barnacle. Not killed a barnacle. The second I've been grabbed by a barnacle. So yeah, probably shouldn't do that. Okay, now... This is where what I mean by this is tricky. What you're supposed to do is position that barrel so that you can, get past, so that you can get across. The problem with this is this barnacle will most likely get you killed, and I'm only at 4 HP and I can't make it across. Right. Well, that didn't work. So, first things first is I'm gonna kill these barnacles with a rocket launcher. That's overkill, but that's just how I roll. Okay, now... This really isn't that good of an idea, but something I haven't... I'm not going to... I don't think I show this off here, but in this, for whatever reason, Gordon is no longer capable of picking that barrel up with his bare hand. And yeah, for whatever reason, even though anyone who played the original Half-Life 2 will remember there is a puzzle early into the game, during the airboat section, where you need to lift these barrels and put them onto a ramp, put them under this cage so you can raise a ramp. For some reason, though, Gordon is now no longer capable of grabbing them with his hands. Okay, and you know what? I just said screw it and got across. 69 HP. I'm so mature. I still hear a poison head crab, and I don't know exactly where it is.
Sorry about leaving you alone down there, Gordon.
Yeah, so did I. I was almost killed there. In fact, I died twice, but... Yeah, I did okay.
All right without me.
Yeah, I got killed twice, but luckily I have the ability to revive myself from death, apparently. Okay. Oh, fuck. Yeah, when they finally start deciding to bring the poison zombie, god damn it. And I gotta watch myself, because there are a lot of fast head crabs down here as well. And those could very easily actually kill me here. Oh, and this is another spot you can get the zombie Q achievement, because there are a couple flares lying around. How did you not kill that thing? Alex, come on. The shotgun is the go-to for taking these things out. At least for me it is. Because you can use the Magnum as well, but ammo for that is kind of limited, so I wouldn't recommend it. And, this is the spot... I don't know why I didn't grab that med kit. This is the spot where the zombie noises start to get a little bit unintentionally hilarious. And that... Oh, okay. That's where all the poison head crabs must have come from.
Here they
I'm just
come.
gonna toss a grenade his direction. Yeah, I can see that. But you can get the zombie Q achievement here, because there are a couple of flares lying around. But, it's more convenient to just use these mines, even though you may end up unintentionally hitting Alex as well. But Alex should survive. For the most part, she's pretty much, She's pretty much immune to death, unless certain enemies get the drop on her. Alex, I don't know why you're telling me to get back. You're the one standing right in front of him. Oh, shit. Does that guy have a grenade, too? I don't know. Yeah, for the one new enemy the game introduced, they're a little bit mediocre overall. The Zombine. Kind of, I don't know. They're not awful as new enemies go, but they're kind of uninspired. It's just a combine zombie. Whoop-de-doo. New enemy. With that matter, we could say, oh, I don't know, a Vortigaunt zombie or something. Make that a new enemy. Oh, hey, that's the track of one of this game's soundtrack titles. Okay, grab that. Oh, shit. Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky. This is probably the hardest part of the hospital. There are 2 turrets over there. There is this minefield right in front of us. And the turrets are blocked by a cage, so you can't just throw the mine into them to knock them down. Alex is once again being very complimentary today. Okay, I'm kind of trapped in a corner with a couple of zombies. Not exactly a good spot to be. Let's see, armor. There is cover over here, but yeah. By the way, don't do what I just did. It will lead to death. Yeah, don't do what I just did. Oh, now we got to do it all again. At least that mine. At least the turrets, for one, the turrets will. Alex, the shotgun is not a long-range weapon. Stop using it as one. This isn't really long range, but it's still longer range than I would use a shotgun for. Yeah, and sadly, the Zombine does not appear to spawn into the room if you've actually interacted with the room somehow, which can include chucking a mine into it. So, fast zombie. I can remember there was a fast zombie in here. Weird. Maybe it was in one of the other rooms, actually. Okay, now, don't be stupid like I was last time. Pick these mines up and throw them. And that still didn't kill the Zombine, but I think Alex got it, so don't worry. Now, no health. Great. That's just perfect. Now, pull that plug. That will shut the... Oh, shit. Ow. Okay. For some reason I didn't pull the mine out. Oh, there's seriously more mines down here. But yeah, once you pull the plug, the turrets will get covered up. This looks like a spot for an ambush. This really does. I don't like the way this area looks.
At any rate,
It's the train station.
first, as a matter of great urgency, if you find yourself...
Oh boy.
Oh, hey, advisors.
Better find Barney
And
get moving.
I thought you could destroy these. Okay, I guess crowbar is the way to go rather than pistol. Oh, big courtyard. This looks like an area for a battle. And if you were thinking that, you're correct. We are going to have to
There you are.
sort of fight our way through this.
I wondered if you were gonna make it in time.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The Combine's on our tail. What's the plan?
I'm sending folks out in groups. And like I said before, if you can keep them safe and provide cover, we might actually stand a chance of reaching the escape trains.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Send
then.
out the first group.
Yeah, this is basically an escort mission. It's not too bad, all things considered, because at least here the citizens aren't completely stupid, in that they do tend to prioritize getting to the train rather than killing enemies. Though there are times where they will, for some reason, they will attack the enemies instead of getting to the train. And oh, hey, rocket ammo. Right. And no, I don't think it... Oh, Magnum ammo. Does that mean we finally get the Magnum? It's the one gun we haven't gotten so far. And if you were thinking, well, maybe the Magnum's just not in this game. Nope. No changes to your arsenal. Exactly the same as it was in Half-Life 2. Aside from you don't get the bug bait, but we never really get a chance to, because we never have a Vortigaunt next to an antlion guard. Originally there was a new weapon programmed for this game, which can still be found in the test files, called the Vortex Hopwire, which is some sort of weird black hole grenade that went into the testing phase but didn't appear to get any further than that. Ah, there we go. Magnum.
Well, that
Yeah, Alex actually makes a point here. We should have brought everyone over at once, because, after this point, things start getting hard. Because I think it's, 4 citizens, then 2 citizens, then 4 citizens, then 2 citizens. I think it is. I think that's the pattern. I don't know for sure, but the segment isn't really that hard, but it's just, it can be a little tedious. Alex, you can't hit the man hacks with that thing. Well, you can, but it's kind of difficult, and I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend just gravity gunning them. I mean, you don't have a gravity gun, but that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, now, there is an achievement, which I've already gotten. I amazingly got it on my first try, if you can believe it, which is get through this segment without letting a single citizen die. It's not as hard as some of the other achievements that are considered hard by some users, unless you're trying to do 1 free bullet at the exact same time. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. Oh crap, shield scanners. Yeah, this is actually the only time we see these in all of the episodes. Thank God, because I hate these shits. Man hacks are not really that threatening though. Okay, now, there are some mines scattered around here, and what I proceed to do is just put them in here, because they can't get out, as far as I know, and this is just in case I decide to use them, but I never end up actually using them, so... Because for some reason, the Combine programmed these mines so that they react to everyone when they've been pulled out of the ground. Yeah, okay. Luckily, you do get medics with you, and now, thankfully, the citizens will, for the most part, not prioritize these guys. They will generally just follow you. So if you start moving towards the train, they thankfully will follow you. So the citizen AI is actually improved somewhat in that regard. And kill these guys. Soldiers are really not that threatening, especially not by now. Especially since you've had so much experience fighting them at this point if you've played through both Half-Life 2 and this episode. And this isn't the last time we'll be seeing them. Okay, guys, can you please move? I'm trying to put this mine in here. Yeah, these guys... I don't know if the Combine infinitely spawn during these segments, but it definitely seems like it at times. Okay, yeah. But as I said, they will generally follow you as long as you, If you start heading for the train, they should follow you. But yeah, there's the vortex hotwire, which I kind of got way off track for. That's something you should notice by now, if you've watched all of my Let's Play of Half-Life 2 and this, is that I tend to go off track at times. But the vortex hotwire was, I think it was in testing at one point, but it didn't make it into the final game. I think it was just ultimately cut. I'm not sure why it got cut, but maybe just Valve didn't want to include... Oh shit, shotgun guy. There are several parts of this where they just start throwing hordes of shotgun guys at you, so be prepared.
Hurry up, people! Thanks,
Now,
Raymond.
once you get to this point, you basically don't have to guide them anymore, because they will basically see themselves through. Yeah, they start throwing lots and lots of shotgun guys at you here, because they know Valve knew how dangerous these guys are. So, what better way to signify that this is the hardest section of the game, even though it really isn't, than to throw the most difficult enemy in the game at you? Okay, is this the... No, this is not the one where they have the APC, but they do have a sniper here, unfortunately. And I kind of want to take these shield scanners out, but unfortunately, my shooting skills are not exactly what they are, not exactly up to snuff today. Okay, now, luckily, this sniper is actually pretty easy to take down. Because you have an infinite rocket crate here, and the rocket launcher can be used to kill the sniper. The only problem is actually hitting him. Luckily, he does do a shit ton of damage, but luckily there is a lot of health spread around this area. There are 2 health chargers. There's one in either corner. There's a couple of hidden ammo crates with health vials in them, like this one. And there's also one on this truck here next to this building. And I heard another mine. Where is it? I can see some exploding barrels, but no mine. Yeah, those have just all that's in there are... I think all that's in those crates is health. Okay, yeah, 4 citizens. Now, unfortunately, I end up getting one killed here, I think. Well, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on your point of view. Yeah, because one of them throws a grenade. Combine throws a grenade, and somebody gets killed. And one of them starts freaking out, we'll never make it at this rate. And I'm like, only one of you have died so far. And it was because of their own damn fault. It wasn't my fault that they ran straight into the grenade. Yeah, but, oh, that's where the mine is. Get back in there. Once again, I heard the hunter noise. I don't know what that noise is, and I don't know why I keep hearing it. And I probably shouldn't be using the pulse rifle, because once again, enemies don't really use that weapon.
Cover me while I reload.
Oh, nice. Magnum Sniper actually worked. I don't know. I'm decent at the Magnum Sniper technique, but... Which is just basically what you should do to snipe things before you get the... Ah, shit! Yep, you leads. And holy crap, that guy is so killing bullets. Just I think maybe it was a guardrail by accident, but... Oh, yeah, by the way, because of this train, you now can no longer, go that way. You have to go around. It's a change of pace, I guess. Isn't a hard change of pace. And I'm getting the shotgun out because I remember one of these, they throw 2 shotgun guys at you from one of these. And the elite guys are tough. I mean, I guess that's the point, considering they're the elite. And by the way, that door doesn't open. But still. Luckily, Alex is there with that gun, so for the most part, you should be fine.
We've got you covered.
Well, one of you guys didn't, but... Most of you did. So far, most of the people have actually gotten through, surprisingly. Okay, is this... Alex, I know what to do. Yeah, this is when they start really starting to toss the shotgun guys at you. Which is just lovely, because these guys are ridiculous in terms of... Okay, I did manage to get that guy with a running shot, though. Alright. Got my shotgun all loaded up. And let's continue. Is this the one where they have the APC? I don't know. No, it doesn't look like it. I don't think that's the next one. Or maybe this is the one where they have the APC. I don't know. I think I just heard a rocket launch. Yeah, welcome to what could be considered a boss fight of sorts. That Combine APC. And that thing is pretty damn annoying, because those missiles, they're not very accurate, but once they notice where you are, they can very easily start tearing the crap out of your health bar. This dumpster does make pretty good cover, but it's still only goes so far. And just, I'm gonna kill that health charger, because now it's out. But this thing takes like 5 or 6 rockets, if I remember correctly. And because none of the other citizens have RPGs, your best bet is just to continuously fire at it and hope it dies before you do. And I'm gonna go back and get some more health. This is actually the one part of this strategy that I think I did better than I did when I initially played this. Which is I actually decided to continuously go back and get more health. Yeah, but the APC, it's tough. And we don't have any... And I think that missed because of, it hitting me. Ow. And... Oh, hell yeah, I got it! Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna continue this on in the next part. I kinda wanted to do this all in one part, but I got a little bit tired after killing that APC. So... After I complete... we'll continue this in the next part of Let's Play Half-Life 2 Episode 1. So, I'll see you guys when that happens, and we still got a couple seconds. So, I'll just, shut up. Bye-bye.
The next group is ready for you.